Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for November the 18th through the 24th. Welcome to this very cold and blistery day in New York City. My building is freezing as well. The heating isn't on. But anyway, I digress. If you are new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy these readings and that you will return. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate your loyalty, your love, and support. These readings are for the collective. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. You know, sometimes the readings are very specific. Spirit wants to reach a certain person. So let go of it. What I just want to say, don't assume that everything I say here is applicable to you. Now, these are for your sun, moon, and rising. So if you know your moon and rising, check out those readings too. And all the links to the other videos will be below. Sometimes it takes me a minute or two to get them up, but if you go to the playlist for this month, you will find them in there. Sorry, it's a little thing there. It's a little piece of fluff. So, as I said before, these are general readings. If you would like a more personalized, in-depth, and tailored reading for you, click on this link here. It will take you to my website and you can see the kind of readings that I offer. Also, I have a Facebook group, guys, and it's a private group, and every 2 weeks I do a live stream in that group, which correlates with the full moon and the new moon. So next week, the new moon is in Sagittarius, I believe. So I will be doing a live feed for the new moon. And when I do the live feed, whoever shows up, I look at their horoscopes, and we have this really lovely interactive, live feed, and I look at how the new moon will affect them, how they will receive the energies from that new moon. And I have my tarot cards in hand, and I answer questions. So we have a really good time. You just have to, request to get in, and Bob's your uncle. You're in. Now, what else? Oh, yeah. Another way to support this channel is through Patreon. Click on this link here. Check out my Patreon page. I post things in Patreon that I don't post anywhere else. And I want to take this opportunity to thank my patrons so much. I really appreciate you guys. You really help me out. And other than that, just please like, comment, share, and subscribe. So without further ado, I would just want to say, these readings come in 3 sections. The intro, which is this, then there's the astrology report, and then there is the tarot reading. And I put skip time stamps in the show more section below, so that if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising, you don't have to listen to the astrology all over again or the intro. You can just skip straight to your tarot reading. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading for November the 18th through the 24th. I'm your astrologer, Mary Trimble, here to tell you what's going on in the celestial sky this week. Let's start with Tuesday, November the 19th. Mars moves into Scorpio. When a planet moves into another sign, it's a huge shift in energy. Now, Mars comes home to Scorpio because it's the co-ruler of Scorpio. It rules along with Pluto. When Mars moves into Scorpio, it's about power and strength and control. It's about getting what one wants and having the energy to go after it. So we will feel energized and perhaps inspired and motivated. It's also a time when our libido is raised. It's very high and active, I might add. So some of us might get lucky. Hey, plan your date on Tuesday. Anyway, on Wednesday, Mercury stations direct at 11 degrees. Now, look, Mercury's the planet of communication, electronics, mechanics, short distance travel, right? And 11 is a very powerful number. I feel this is one of those when any planet stations direct or retrograde, it slows down, and the qualities of that planet are emphasized at this time. So things may break down and have to be repaired, which I'm sure you've gone through for the last, 6 weeks or 3 weeks for whatever. Actually, we were in a long period of a shadow time, and we will still have a shadow time, which means that we'll be feeling the effects until Mercury kind of speeds up and goes forward again. So at the same time that Mercury is stationing direct, it's also sextiling the moon. So that is a lovely aspect. So with the sextile to the moon, we may have heartfelt conversations and perhaps have the courage to express our needs and wants from loved ones. But I will say this, emails and texts can go awry in this energy. So make sure you're sending your communications to the right recipient. Things like that happen. Be careful. Be careful what you put in writing anyway. So on Friday, November the 22nd, the sun moves into Sagittarius. So this is also a huge shift, right, in energy. And at the same time, it's in a lovely trine to Chiron. The beautiful relationship between the sun and Chiron will set the stage for us to help and heal others with the empathy gained while surviving our own challenges in life, because Chiron is the wounded healer. Now, this will especially affect those who are in the helping careers, or those looking for a career in helping others. So any kind of service career, nurses, non-profit, whatever it is. So on Sunday, November the 24th, Venus conjuncts Jupiter. This is an incredible aspect. Venus conjunct Jupiter is about love and abundance, harmony and joy. This is an easy aspect where you don't really have to take any action. You just become a magnet for all good things. Any hard work that you've done in the past will pay off, and success is imminent with this. And it's very, what you've worked on will come to fruition, and, you'll get paid. I love that. Your inner beauty attracts love and helpful people. Go out and bask in this energy. It's important to be out and to make connections. Be there so that you can take full advantage of this energy. This is a celestial gift, guys. It's the best energy for falling in love. Any new encounter has the possibility for a lasting romance, so that's exciting. Now, it's great for finances too, guys. Investments should really do well, especially in art, jewelry, and other luxury items. You could be the beneficiary of an unexpected windfall. Cha-ching, darling. I love that. Now, on the same day, Mars opposes Uranus. So that's a little bit of a challenging aspect, but it can also be motivating. It's an explosive energy. It can be explosive, which can be impulsively expressed. It's like no thought before action or verbalization. So, it's like if you have any kind of built up resentment towards someone, this could come out. It's likely to come out during this time. I think of road rage a little. It's kind of, And when I say rage for me, when I'm driving, I'm just cursing at people, you know, in the car on myself. They don't hear it. It's just me. I go, I'm not even going to go into what I say, but I just get very frustrated on the road. So, that's how it comes out for me. And also, resist the urge to engage in social media wars, because it can come out like that. It's like, you could say things that you may regret later or react in a way that you may regret later. Now, with this lovely energy of Venus conjunct Jupiter, it could be expressed in a physical way, such as exercise or sports. You can work that out in that way. You can work all that pent up energy and frustration out in, exercising, do things like that. Or in a sexual way, make love, darling, not war. This energy brings in the need for freedom of expression. That's what it is. It's of not wanting to be restricted by the norms of society. It's advisable to have more foresight, though, and resist the urge to react. Try instead to pause before saying something you could later regret and respond diplomatically. And Monday, I'm just going to quickly mention this. Venus moves into Capricorn, where the focus will be on materialism and status. And also on Tuesday, we have the new moon in Sagittarius. So join me in the Facebook group to find out how that will affect you personally. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's go to the tarot card section of your reading, shall we? Hello, Leo, and welcome to your reading for the tarot card section of your reading for November the 18th through the 24th. This is for Leo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Leo for the week of November the 18th through the 24th? May these cards be filled with love, abundance, blessings, and compassion. 3 cards for Leo, please. 3. Oh, I think that's 3, is it? No, it's 2. Oh, yes. 1 more card for Leo, please. There it is. Very interesting. And now we're going to your clarifying cards. I have already shuffled and put intentions into these, meditated on these cards before your reading. But one more time, I like to do it on screen just a little bit so you know. These are clarifying cards for Leo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Leo through these clarifying cards for November the 18th through the 24th? May these cards be filled with love, blessings, abundance, and compassion. Please clarify. Oh, this is very strange. They're not kind of moving. It's weird. They were like suspended in my hand. Please clarify. There it is. Please clarify. And please clarify. Oh, too many cards. I feel like I've got to take. them all. I don't think I can not take those. Okay, so you've got a lot of cards, a lot of messages here, Leo. Okay, let's take a look. The first card out is the Fool. Then you have the Judgment card. The next card is the 6 of Pentacles, clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. And then you have the 6 of Swords. And you have 3 cards clarifying the 6 of Swords. You have the 3 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Very interesting. Okay, so the first card out for you, Leo, is the Fool. The Fool is a youthful energy, right? It's naivete. It's the start of a journey. the Fool is really kind of enthusiastic and excited about what's ahead. He's like, he looks at the world as a palette, and he can paint the picture, and he's really excited about all the adventures he's going to have. So I feel that there's change coming for you. And there's some fear in there, because I feel that the Fool comes in when there's a bit of fear about the changes and what's happening. And you might be in a place, because he has not been beaten up by life yet. He hasn't experienced the trials and tribulations of life. He's kind of, as I said before, naive, he's inexperienced. So everything is wondrous and exciting to him. It's like a child discovering things for the first time. It's full of wonderment. So when the Fool comes in, you may be in a place of, oh my God, what's going to happen next? I don't know what's around the corner. I don't know what's going to happen. And you're in your head and you're worried and you've got a horrible feeling in your stomach. And the Fool comes along and he's like, oh, I don't know what's around the corner. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. What is going to happen next? It's kind of the same thing, but it's a shift in energy. So you are being asked to look at this journey ahead of you as adventurous. It's a big adventure, and get excited about it. I feel that it's going to be a really good change. Look, you have the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is, it's Pluto, right? This is Scorpionic energy. We've got Mars, the Sun is in Scorpio. We've got, although it's moving into Sagittarius this week. The Sun moves into Sagittarius on Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, I forget, one of those days. But anyway, this is Plutonian energy. Now, this is about things coming into the light. Things are being brought up, and things that we have to deal with. These are things that sometimes it's like Pluto digs down deep into the sewer and brings all that dark, smelly stuff up that we have to deal with. It comes into the light, and the air takes the smell out of it a bit. So, it's almost like when things they can fester and grow and in the dark, but when they're brought out into the light, then, it's time to handle it. And it's not as ominous as it was when it was in the dark. But also the Judgment card, look, this is like the call to duty. So you're probably being called to your life purpose. Now, that doesn't mean, well, I feel that perhaps some of you are going into to do the thing that feeds your soul. And there's probably a lot of fear around it. Fear of not making enough money during it. Sometimes you may have to have a part-time job or do something, until it kind of takes off. Maybe you're launching it, But this is definitely a call. It's a wake-up call. You're getting a wake-up call. But you're being asked to look upon this as an adventure. Look, I love that saying, and I think it was anonymous. I don't know who said it. Look, everything's all right. Everything will be all right in the end. If it's not all right, it's not the end. I hang on to that. The next card is the Six of Pentacles. I'm getting that help is on the way for you. If you've been going through a rough time financially, and you need help is on the way. I feel that you're getting help. If you are affluent and doing very well, then you're being asked to help someone less fortunate than you. And it's not, you don't necessarily have to give them money. You can just lend an ear. You can be a little compassionate and hear what they're going through and just be there for them. Now, clarifying this is the Five of Pentacles, which is the deprivation card, right? So this is the service card, and these are the people that you need to help. This could be you, and someone else is coming in to help you. It depends on your situation. And I think for a lot of you, because I'm seeing, the Fool and the Judgment card, I'm getting a feeling that you are, the people out there that needs to hear this message, you are in the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is a very difficult place to be. It's definitely deprivation. And it's hard to be in deprivation. It's hard to be in this energy. The only way out of this energy is gratitude. So it's focusing on what you do have, I mean, even look, they're out in the cold, they're feeling out in the cold, and they've been left out in the cold. So there's a feeling of being ostracized by loved ones, family, friends, being out there on your own. But I think that help is on the way. Well, because this service card is in. So don't be afraid and don't worry is what I'm getting. Because look, I always use the Gone with the Wind quote from Scarlett O'Hara, right? And she goes, when she says, she turns around and the quote from her is, "I'll worry about that tomorrow." That's my quote. I'll worry about that tomorrow. So worry doesn't, I say that because worry doesn't solve anything. Worrying about your bills doesn't get them paid. Brainstorming about how you can pay these bills and what you can come up with to pay them is more empowering. And then if you still can't do anything about it, then it's like, let it go and worry about it tomorrow, because you need to kind of focus on what's going on in life right now. You've just got to keep going, and stop the worry. So you really have to kind of look around at what you have and find gratitude in that. And look, I have the Six of Swords. This is about moving on. This is about, I feel that this is about letting go of the past and moving on. The Six of Swords is about, look, there's a fear of moving on too, right? Letting go and moving on. There's always a fear when the Six of Swords comes in, because you think, there's no guarantees in life, right? You don't know what's ahead of you. There could be choppy waters, there's six swords, for God's sake, sticking in your boat. It could top over and sink. So there are some concerns and worries and fears about this. But darling, when the Six of Swords comes in, it's saying move on, don't hesitate, because there are greener pastures and calmer waters ahead. So just get in that boat and go, darling. Don't look back. Don't collect 200, go right past whatever that Monopoly thing is. Now you have three cards clarifying the Six of Swords. You have the Three of Pentacles. So this is about teamwork. It's also about listening to people that wouldn't normally, it could be somebody younger than you or somebody that's less experienced in life, but they're more experienced in what they're doing. Like these are two nobles, right? Listening to this apprentice and intently listening and writing things down, because they understand that he brings something to the table that they don't have. So this is all about teamwork. And here we go again, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands saying you have the world in the palm of your hand. He's looking out over the horizon. He's looking out, on the in the water, over the seas, and he's looking to a future that looks very promising. And look, you've got the Knight of Wands coming. You're going to be saved. I'm really getting that. Help is coming in. You don't need to worry, Leo. Things are going to work out for you in a really great way. I think definitely take heed and be a team player and really work with people. But, know that this is like an exciting time. And you do have the Knight of Wands. And he's like, here I come to save the day. He's all about saving damsels in distress. Darling, come and save me. I'm waiting. You know, it reminds me, darling, it's Venus conjunct Jupiter, darling. You don't really have to kind of take any action. Things just come to you. Your inner beauty attracts that, all that good, you know? So stay beautiful on the inside. Look at what you have as opposed to what you have not. Be excited about the change. Be enthusiastic. Think about this change as an adventure because things look really great. Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, co-workers, social media, neighbors. Did I say that? Anyway, and a comment. I answer every comment and welcome feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.